Welcome back to Game Points. I'm your host, Matthew Ross. We're here until the top of the hour. We're back on Sunday during Week 4 of the NFL season. Cannot wait for that Sunday program, as it's always fun to go around the league and give you live updates and commentary, etc. Now, that song coming in, Jimmy, was more the speed and more in line with, the rest of the songs that we've played this year and regularly here on Game Points. Late night, we want some beat, some energy. Got to stay awake, right? But somehow, some way, a couple segments ago, you had a karaoke instrumental version which sounded like a ringtone for Stand By Me. Where in the hell did you pull that out?
It was an error on my part.
Now,
although you did give us a good story a couple of weeks ago about your sister at a restaurant.
Wait a second. Did you play that? Is that the same one?
It is.
What is going on? So the story here is a couple of weeks ago on this program, I mentioned that the song sounded like there was a place in Montreal called La La Land where you could go for birthday parties and record your own songs in a group and all that kind of fun stuff as kids, right? And I said this song reminded me of it, and I made fun of it, and he just played it again. Jimmy, it's almost like you just do it to bother me. Like you just want to get under my skin.
It was an error. An honest mistake.
You plot. All right, well, which segment am I going to screw with him? Which one? Is it going to be early on? Do I want to sneak it in the middle? Remember one week, what did he have? He had Nickelback in the show, which just set me off a few months ago. Nickelback in my program. All right. I feel better. It is Game Points here on TSN 690. Next segment, our final segment, we'll have Jeff Erickson from RotoWire.com for fantasy football. If you have any advice, or you need advice from the expert, ask us your questions via email, Matthew at tsn690.ca, via Twitter, TSN Matthew on twitter.com, or, I guess you could call us, 514-790-1690. I'm 0-3. I'm giving up already in my pool. Terrible. Dwayne Bowe, what do you have, 1 point this week in fantasy? I pick up Eddie Royal, who had 5 touchdowns in the first 2 weeks. He had 2 catches last week. I draft Stephen Ridley in the second round. He has a consistent 30 yards a week rushing now. After 1,200 last year. Just a abysmal year for me. Oh, well, what can you do? But we're going to do the Tweet 10 list here on the program. And, Jimmy, you ready for the Tweet 10 list? You know how we do this, right? The number one? Yeah. Stefano, where's the topic tonight?
All right, well, obviously, from the way the Jacksonville Jaguars have played to start the 2013 season, it's really hard to imagine them winning a game at any point during the season. So I have the Tweet 10 things that will happen before the Jaguars win a game.
Okay. The Tweet 10 things that will happen before the Jaguars win a football game. All right, here we go. Number 10.
Jets fans will embrace Mark Sanchez.
Could you just stop the list right there and you'd have a winner. Number 9.
Skip Bayless will call Tim Tebow a loser.
Nice. Number 8.
Vinny LeCavalier will finally change his mind and embrace the idea of playing in Montreal.
Number 7.
Montreal baseball fans will cheer for the Blue Jays.
Number 6.
LeBron will be the most beloved person in Cleveland.
Number 5.
The NFL will be the second most popular sport in America behind the NHL.
Number 4.
Canada will qualify for the World Cup.
World Cup of soccer?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I get the point.
Not
there.
hockey.
Number 3.
Gary Bettman will move the Coyotes.
Number 2.
Mo Khan will go through a whole show without a Simpsons reference.
That'll never happen. And the number 1 thing that'll happen before the Jaguars win a game by Stefano Micella.
Louis from Ville Mercier will insult Peyton Manning.
There you go. That's great. Stefano, that may be your best list of the year. Love it. Good stuff.
I mean, I think the Jaguars provided a lot of inspiration. I have to thank them as well.
Yeah, something, we should put that up on GamePointsRadio.com and see if Jaguars fans will appreciate it. We'll even tweet them, hey, Jaguars fans.
Yeah, all 4 of them are going to send me hate mail.
Now, I've already received hate mail from the Jaguars fans in the past, remember? With the when I made fun of their new uniform?
Oh, yeah, that's right, the new logo.
Yeah, so the Jaguars changed their logo very subtly over what they had last year. Basically, they gave the Jaguar eyelashes. They made the eyes blue. It became a feminine Jaguar.
I think
and I got
a blue tongue even.
Yeah, I got a lot of hate mail from or tweets rather on Twitter because of it. But basically, it looks like a female Jaguar now as opposed to a neutral sex Jaguar. All right, bizarre conversation we just had. Game points here on TSN 690. Now, we're going to play Know Your. And normally, Know Your involves Stefano Micella putting Mo Khan in his place. In other words, Mo's a bandwagon jumper. He mentions a sports team. Then the next week, we put him to task on answering questions about that sports team and just mock him and criticize him. But he's not here tonight. Last week, we did Know Your Oakland Raiders, his favorite team. What did he get out of 10?
5 on 10.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So he matched his, I believe I matched his high.
Oh, did he really get 5?
Yes, he did.
Wow. All right. So I thought without Mo here in studio, it's only fair that we put me to the challenge and we will do Know Your Denver Broncos. Now, my over-under here is going to be 4. Going to be 4. We'll see what happens. All right. And Jimmy asked me previously tonight if he could answer if I didn't know. We'll say yes for now, but if it starts to, look like Jimmy knows more than me, we may put a stop to that. All right, here we go. Number 10.
All right. Who kicked the winning field goal in the drive game?
Ooh, I believe it was Rich Carlos.
That is correct.
Yeah. All right.
Good start.
Yeah. Did you know that, Jimmy?
I was going to ask if you're referring to the Denver Cleveland or Houston versus Denver in 91 because they're both considered drives.
No, it's got to be.
There's only one,
Yeah.
the drive.
Yeah. All right, number 9.
All right. Name either player traded to the Colts in exchange for John Elway following the 83 draft.
Wow. 83 draft. Elway goes first to the Colts. Or rather, to the Colts. Denver trades 2 players. I'm not going to get this. Jimmy?
I think Chris Hinton is one.
That's correct, Jimmy. Chris Hinton is one. Offensive lineman, and Mark Herman, backup quarterback as well, in addition to a first-round pick.
Okay. I knew the first-round pick. I would have gotten that. Wow. All right. Good question. Number 8.
Number 8. Who led the Broncos in rushing yards in the 1999 season?
Who led the Broncos in rushing yards in the 1999 season? So, the Broncos won the Super Bowl in January of 98 and January of 99. So this is the first year where without Elway. Elway retires. Terrell Davis was there, but he was hurt as well.
In week 4, very early.
Yeah, so it wasn't Terrell Davis. Now this started a run of a bunch of different running backs that would start to lead the Denver Broncos in rushing. And I'm just stalling. I am going to say... Wow, this is a tough one. I feel like if I don't get this, I'm a huge failure because it's not that long ago. Do you know it, Jimmy? Don't say it, but do you know it?
I believe I have a good guess on it.
Wow. All right. I'm going to say Mike Anderson.
Jimmy?
It's either Olandis Gary or Tatum Bell.
It is Olandis Gary.
Oh, I was going to say him first. I didn't think he was around at that point. They traded Olandis Gary to Detroit, and he flamed out very quickly. Man, I was going to do that. All right.
Who holds the franchise record for passing yards in a single game?
I believe the answer is Brian Greasy.
Jake Plummer,
Oh,
499 yards in a game against Atlanta in a loss on Halloween Day 2004.
It was a trick question. It obviously was not John Elway, or else you wouldn't have asked it.
And Peyton's more of a touchdown guy than a yardage guy. All right, so 1 of 4 so far.
oh man.
All right, number 5. Who scored what proved to be the winning touchdown in the 2005 AFC divisional round? That was a win over New England, of course, Tom Brady's first playoff loss.
The silence is golden, isn't it? I'm going to say Rod Smith.
Jimmy, any guess?
I think it's the pick six by Champ Bailey that went all the way for a touchdown that put the game out of reach.
That was out of reach, but the winning score was Mike Anderson on a 1-yard run.
Interesting. All right.
All right, next question.
Terrible.
Who is the franchise leader in career interceptions?
Ooh. Franchise leader, Denver Broncos franchise leader in career interceptions. I am going to say Steve Atwater.
Steve Foley with 44.
I get half a point, right, for the Steve? All right. Next.
All right, the franchise leader in career sacks.
Franchise leader in career sacks. Ooh. That's a good one, too.
I can give you a timetable if you would like a hint.
I'll get it if I get the timetable.
It was his career spanned from about the late 80s to through the early 90s.
Jimmy, you're stumped?
I can't think of a pass rusher Denver had that was good enough to be.
Simon Fletcher.
Correct.
There you go.
97.5 sacks.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 2 out of 7.
Oh, brutal.
Hey, you still have 3 left.
Yeah.
All right. Who led the Broncos in receiving yardage in Super Bowl 32 against Green Bay? Not catches, yardage.
He's tricky, this bastard. I'm gonna. Well, it's gonna be a deep guy. So, I know that Terrell Davis was the MVP. It was in San Diego, where, of course, he's from. So I'm wondering if Terrell Davis had a lot of catches out of the backfield for yardage. But I'm gonna
Correct, Ed McCaffrey.
You know, my fantasy team is called the Easy Eds for Ed McCaffrey. I was debating between the two of them. That's
2
terrible.
catches for 45 yards, and that was Elway didn't throw for that many yards that
Yeah,
game.
that's right. He ended up, of course, the iconic run in the red zone for a touchdown towards the end.
All right. Second to last question. Who is the career franchise leader in kick return yardage? And I'll give you another hint. It was around the late 90s.
Yeah,
his
so
tenure
this-
in Denver.
So this team has had terrible kick returners for a long time. Is it Glenn Milburn?
Jimmy, any guess?
That's my guess as well.
Von Hebron.
Oh, Von Hebron. Darn it. All right. Well, Mo's going to make fun of me. Let me try and salvage some pride here. Last question.
All right. Which season did Rod Smith enjoy his career high in receptions in a single season?
Career high in receptions. All right. I'm going to go with 2000.
I'm thinking 2000 as well. It wouldn't have been with Elway. I think it was with Brian Greasy.
Very close, but it was 2001. 113 catches in that season.
All right, let's erase this segment from my memory bank and never speak of it again. It's Game Points here on TSN 690. That was awful. I'm gonna go with Rod Smith.